The summer sun blazed over my quiet suburban neighborhood, but the real heat was in my backyard. I stood frozen, staring at my once sparkling pool, now a gray, hardening slab of cement. Karen, the self-appointed HOA dictator, had struck again. Her smug grin from across the fence told me everything. This was no accident. She'd been hounding me for weeks about my non-compliant pool float, a bright pink flamingo she claimed violated the HOA's aesthetic standards. I thought her complaints were petty, but this was war. My heart pounded as I realized the extent of her sabotage. My pool, my summer sanctuary, was ruined. Neighbors whispered from their porches, phones already recording the chaos. Karen's voice cut through the air, shrill and triumphant. "Maybe now you'll follow the rules, Jake," she sneered, brushing cement dust off her pristine khakis. I wasn't about to let this slide. My blood boiled, but I kept my cool. Karen didn't know my cousin, Liam, owned a concrete business and a damn good lawyer. I called him immediately, my voice shaking with rage as I explained. Liam's crew had been at my place just days ago, delivering supplies for a patio project. He confirmed what I suspected. The cement in my pool matched his company's signature mix. Karen had somehow gotten her hands on it, likely bribing a worker or sneaking into the supply yard. The truth hit me like a freight train. She'd planned this to ruin me, but she'd messed with the wrong family. Liam's lawyer was already drafting a lawsuit for property damage and theft. I hung up, a spark of hope igniting. Karen thought she'd won, but she was about to learn a hard lesson. The confrontation came at the next HOA meeting, packed with neighbors eager for drama. Karen sat at the head of the room, her usual throne, radiating smug authority. I walked in with Liam, who carried a folder thick with evidence receipts, security footage from his yard, and a signed affidavit from a worker who'd seen Karen snooping. The room fell silent as I took the floor. "Karen filled my pool with cement," I said, my voice steady but loud. Gasps rippled through the crowd. She scoffed, rolling her eyes. "Prove it," she spat. That's when Liam stepped forward, his calm demeanor masking a storm. He laid out the evidence. The cement's chemical signature, the footage of Karen near his yard, and the worker's testimony. Then came the twist. Liam's wife, Sarah, a quiet woman who rarely attended meetings, stood up. She revealed she'd overheard Karen bragging about her genius plan at a coffee shop. The room erupted. Karen's face drained of color, her confidence crumbling like cheap plaster. Karen tried to fight back, her voice rising to a screech. "This is a witch hunt," she cried, pointing at me. "He's framing me." But the evidence was ironclad. Neighbors who'd once cowered under her reign now glared, their whispers turning to accusations. She'd bullied them all, fining one for a wrong mailbox, threatening another over a garden gnome. The tide had turned. Liam's lawyer spoke next, outlining the lawsuit: $50,000 for damages, plus punitive costs. Karen's jaw dropped. She stammered, claiming it was just a prank. But no one bought it. The HOA board, pressured by the crowd, voted to remove her as president. Her reign was over. She stormed out, tears streaming, leaving her gavel on the table. The room cheered, a wave of relief washing over us all. In the weeks that followed, my pool was restored, thanks to Liam's crew working overtime. The neighborhood felt lighter, freer, without Karen's iron fist. Her house went up for sale. She couldn't face the shame. I heard she moved to another state, still muttering about unfair treatment. As I floated on my pink flamingo, the water cool against my skin, I realized this wasn't just about a pool. It was about standing up to bullies, about community reclaiming its voice. We'd all been pushed around too long, but together, we'd pushed back. The lawsuit settled in our favor, and the HOA rewrote its rules to prevent another Karen. My backyard was mine again, a symbol of resilience. I looked at the stars above, grateful for family, truth, and a little poetic justice. What do you think, was Karen's punishment fair, or did we go too far? Share your thoughts on right and wrong.